We got Juan Soto being tired of getting asked about Aaron Judge and the Yankees and tired of running out ground balls, something his own team is not happy about. But first, BLM. Yes, you better bet your ass I'm getting political in this video. Whoever wasn't on one knee during the national anthem in Pittsburgh should be ashamed. Birds' lives matter. Specifically pigeon lives here after a pigeon was hit by a line drive during Reds batting practice. Somewhere out there, Randy Johnson just had war flashbacks. It couldn't be more fitting that this happened of all places in Pittsburgh. Seems to be a lot of depressing stuff going on there this year to go with their miserable team. The Reds were chilling though. They apparently thrive on the blood of pigeons. They go off for 7 runs and whoop a miserable Pirates team while the Giants get a giant boob job against the Royals. Chris Bubik takes a no-hitter in the 6th, goes 7 shutout innings overall before Vinny Pasquantino, sounds like a character who should be in Mario, he goes deep in the deepest part of the ballpark. Royals up 2-0, but the Giants got a rally of their own going. K-Pop Barry Bonds drives home a run. It's 2-1. Matt Chapman comes up to try and keep it going, but pops a ball up in the air higher than the average homeless person in San Francisco. There were so many pop-ups in this game. The Giants broadcast noted there were 6 hit by the Giants, and that was before they hit a 7th. Royals hold on to win 3-1. Miguel Amaya goes off in Miami. He drives home 5 runs on a homer and double. Jesus Sanchez saw this and got offended at the idea of him overtaking him in this game. He already went deep in the 1st inning, singled in another run in the 5th. Marlins were down to their final strike in the 9th. Derek Hill hits a ball that looks like Kyle Tucker was going to catch. Not an easy catch, but it looked catchable until, no, it bounces in and up and out for a ground rule double. Next hitter doesn't get a single pitch to hit for some reason, so Sanchez says, I bet, slams a fastball down the right field line. Both runs score, ball game. Marlins walk off. Now over to a report on the Twins-Guardians game in Minnesota.
It's raining sideways!
Thanks, Ollie. Man, who knew Ramon Laureano was going to be one of the Orioles' best hitters this season? I guess in hindsight, that's not a good thing. A home run for him in the 1st inning, though. He's going off. Then Cedric Mullins with a 3-run bomb to tie the game late. The Orioles trying to break a 6-game losing streak, and just like everyone in GTA 6, they're going to have to keep waiting. This fan realizes he's on TV and goes on crack. William Contreras drives in the Brewers' 5th run, and they hold on to win. And the Orioles did not honor their fallen brother.
Or she.
Thankfully, the Cardinals did. They welcome in the Tigers for a 3-game series this week, a team that is arguably the best in baseball, and the Cardinals play like they could not give less of a f. They drop 11 runs while Sonny Gray makes a joke out of Detroit's offense. 10 strikeouts in 6 innings. Cardinals blow out the Tigers while the Mariners stay hot now on the south side. Luis Castillo has a night. 7 shutout innings. Julio Rodriguez, would be nice to see him get going. He hits a big grand slam to put things away late. Although the White Sox did get a run and a couple guys on late, so just to not mess around, they put in Andres Munoz, their closer. This dude's ERA is the same number of guys on O Block who'll give you directions without pulling a knife on you first. 0. Just like the expected batting average on this pop-up by Eugenio Suarez. The stat, expected batting average, which is like how much this should be a hit, is literally saying that in no Doctor Strange multiverse should this ball drop for a hit, yet it does. It goes for a double. A run scores and the D-backs took it from there. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hits a 2-run bomb in the 3rd. Gabriel Moreno says, I can do that too. It's 7-0 D-bags before Mookie Betts starts going off. Home run, then Shohei goes deep in the 6th. Teoscar just dumping his seed all over Shohei's face. I love it. Then Mookie says, why not again? He wants that seed all in his face. D-bags held on though. Geraldo Perdomo hit a 2-run shot. 3 2-run homers for the Snakes. They take down the Dodgers 9-5. What a way to make a living. In today's edition of Saying Something Nice About the Rockies, they had a lead for 6 1/3 innings, so that's basically a win for them. Congratulations. Nice job, everyone. Kyle Schwarber hit his 300th career home run. This man is just incredible. The fact that he may very well go down as the best player from that core Cubs championship in 2016. Of all those guys, he's going to end up being the best, I think, from that era. It's pretty insane when you think about it. Phillies put up 8 runs in the last 3 innings. That'll do it. Astros get a win down in Tampa with Isaac Paredes making his return. Victor Caratini home run. Jake Myers home run. The Rays continue to be a very underwhelming team, and I guess I don't really know what I should have expected, but yeah, they're just which is the energy Juan Soto seems to have right now. So there was this big report coming out of the Mets-Yankees series that Juan Soto was scheduled to be mic'd up during the last game of that series on ESPN just to back out minutes before the game because apparently he's tired of being asked about Aaron Judge and why he left the Yankees before doing the exact same thing after the game, telling a Mets official that he'd be back to answer questions from the media after seeing family members outside, only to treat the media like a dad who treats his kids after saying he'll be back soon after getting some cigarettes. Well, that was 15 years ago. Neither of them returned. People within the Mets organization apparently are concerned about Soto's lack of enthusiasm for his new team, and that the only time Soto seemed happy this weekend in the Bronx was while he interacted with Judge, manager Aaron Boone, and Jazz Chisholm during batting practice. And during the Sunday night game, Soto did not run that hard throughout. Now, he's not always been a hustle-first type of guy, but still, in this game it was very jarring, whether it was in the outfield on a ball hit like this or on this ground ball that DJ LeMahieu at second base fumbled with a bit. Like, if he really was running hard here, he makes it to first pretty easily, but he never did. He just continued to run like the fastest Jewish guy.
I'm the fastest Jew in the world.
He also hasn't been doing the Soto shuffle. All these at-bats and balls going by and he's not doing it, that's weird. There were multiple other reports, like Yankees broadcaster Michael Kay saying that Soto wanted to sign with the Yankees, but his family wanted him to sign with the Mets. And here's a quick thing on that. So if you've seen Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, talk about it, up until 30 minutes before the Mets had agreed to sign Juan Soto to a contract, Steve Cohen thought that he was going back to the Yankees. 30 minutes before Steve Cohen agreed to a deal with Juan Soto, he figured that it was done and Soto was going back to the Yankees and they weren't getting him. Now, that's not to say he fully didn't want to sign with the Mets. I don't know how accurate that report is, but that does tell you something, that just minutes before he signed that contract, Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, genuinely believed that he was going back to the Yankees. There was also a report that Soto takes a different flight from his team when they travel, which was debunked by Jeff Passan, though. That's not apparently true, and there is no private jet provision in his contract for him or his family. And however much of this stuff is true or not, I really do feel like there is at least a slight difference with Soto this year. It's pretty undeniable, and his low energy continued into Boston, where he didn't run out of the box hitting this ball off the green monster, settling for a single after he watched it. Although, to be fair, he did make up for this by stealing second on the next pitch. That was Soto's only time on base in this game, a game the Red Sox had a lead the entire time and held. Jarren Duran swinging the bat like it's a tennis racket, 2 hits, a double, and a triple. Red Sox bullpen shuts it down, and after the game, both Soto and his manager were asked by the media about his lack of hustle, only for both to give opposite answers, which is not the best look. Mets manager Carlos Mendoza acknowledged that it's a thing and that he will talk to Soto about it, while Soto went against the idea that he's not hustling to begin with, saying, "No, I think I've been hustling pretty hard. If you see it today, you could tell." We'll see how this plays out. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.